Hello, Internet. Welcome back to episode 2 of Sidereal Midnight Plays Shadowrun. Where we last left off, we just got off the docks and fighting with a bunch of smugglers for some reason. And now we're in this back alley, deciding, as our character would, to ignore combat when it can. Now, if I missed some killer loot back there, let me know. I'm probably not going to go back for it, but I do want to facepalm myself for missing valuable loot just to RP appropriately. Okay, let's see where we're at. We're by the river, because we're out in Docktown. Are those clocks? Those are some busted up clocks if they are. They're either clocks or bicycles. And apparently they're being sold with fruit. This is a very odd marketplace. Yeah, and this umbrella is just woven canvas. The barren streets of Tokyo, indeed. Alright. Oh, it's looking a bit better up here. And there are more ley lines. Excellent. And I believe that is a place where a spirit can be summoned. So not sure what's... Oh, hello. Look at these people. A troll. This person... They seem to be where I want to go, so I want to go somewhere else. The JRPG, the old school JRPG game player in me compels me to go a place that is not where I'm supposed to be. To see if there's any loot. Nope, just an inky black abyss. Ain't that just the worst. Let's run over there. Yeah, and there are these cool looking ley lines that hopefully I'll somehow find a way to tap into. Oh, look at me run. Okay. Crossing the street, you can make out 4 shadowy figures loitering in the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, elf. Glad I picked a human then. We formed the diversity rainbow. 2 men, 2 women. They're different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, professional. You can see they've made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. Yeah, that is a really token attempt to conceal their weapons. Oh, this is just my toy submachine gun. And this is just my, my collector's novelty pistol. The unspoken message is clear. We're strapped, mind your manners. Wu stands up tall, takes that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe-to-toe with someone bigger, someone who doesn't know they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? Man, they have even more weapons than I saw, apparently. Let me see if I can click on that. There we go. The thick troll pulls his mouth into a comic frown. Permits? Give me a minute. He makes a show of patting his pockets. Nope, guess not. I must have dropped mine in a dumpster, along with the last idiot who stepped to us. Wu coolly surveys the scene, nods in a friendly fashion. Is that right? Well then. You can almost feel Wu's cop training kick in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it hits shoulder level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head. Where is the bazooka in this? I see a lot of pistols. Carter backs him up. She whips her arms forward, fists blazing with magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. Alright everyone, just be cool. The thick troll's voice is casual, amused. He shakes his gun in Wu's face. A little late for that, isn't it? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is the one. How about nobody does anything stupid? Let's just talk. The thick troll smiles big. Oh, I can see that. Your buddies are totally chill. Something we can do for you, officer? Wu's jaw tightens, but his tone stays cool and controlled. I'm looking for an old man, Raymond Black. We were supposed to meet him here. You know him? The troll nods his enormous head. Mm-hmm. Wu's voice gets an edge. You can see a vein in his temple start to pulse. Where is he? Carter sees it too, keeps her voice neutral. Easy, Duncan. The troll maintains amused eye contact, but his weapon stays trained on Wu. That's right. Easy, Duncan. Your friend Raymond never showed. You've been waiting for the better part of an hour. Okay. Yeah. I think this is the one. His voice is steady, but it's clear he's coiled. I don't think so. Not till I get some answers. Like? He mutters through gritted teeth. Like why a group of heavily armed assholes are meeting a little old man in a construction site at midnight. The orc girl chimes in. Her tone is light. She's trying to defuse the situation. We do odd jobs. For money. Wu speaks softly, but you know that means he's reaching the end of his rope. He cracks his neck. Pop pop. What kind of jobs? She gets a wry look in her eye. Her answer is flippant. Odd jobs. This and that. Okay. Let's just go keep talking. The troll's yellow-brown tusks shift into a smile again. He needs friends. The heavily armed kind. The old man hired us to take you all on a little excursion. Wu's brow furrows. Hired you? He takes a moment, looks them over. They're an odd assortment. A cybered-up troll, and a work girl with magical fetishes, a dwarf with a cyberdeck slung on her back, and a tall man standing behind them, inscrutable. All with guns trained on Wu. Understanding spreads across Wu's face. His jaw tightens. You're Shadowrunners. The troll nods. Mm-hmm. Wu's shoulders creep up. His stance tightens. This is bullshit. Raymond would never hire Shadowrunners. They're criminals. The troll corrects him. Mercenary operatives. The dwarf cuts in. Her voice is soft but strong. Criminal mercenary operatives. So yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals. The troll tosses Wu a sideways smile while staring down the barrel of his gun. Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought, huh? Wu tries to shake it off, but he's struggling to process the information. You can feel the heat coming off him. The runners sense it too, and they tense up tight. They're keyed on Duncan, and their guns are big. The look on their faces make it clear. One wrong bead of sweat, and Wu's going down in a red mist cloud. Apparently these things have higher caliber than I thought, too. Carter remains completely still. Her voice is level. Moderate. She's done this before. Let's all stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. She speaks quietly to Wu, who listens without turning, his focus squarely on the troll. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that. Okay. Yep, she's right. Let's focus on Raymond. You can tell the orc girl's had enough of the tension. She blurts out, the old man wanted us to take him into Kowloon Walled City. She waves a hand at the three of you. You too. Two large rats, clinging to her hip and shoulder, poke their heads out of the folds of her clothing. They fix their beady eyes on you intently. You know the Walled City? Fist-Sensei probably grew up on the streets. Knows enough about it. The girl sneers, rolling her eyes. It's a shithole. The worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrens flash through your mind. We get it. It's a real bad place. Now why would a little old man pay you to take him there? The dwarf standing next to her nods and jumps in. Wouldn't say. He mumbles a lot too. Just kept rambling on and on about how he had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances, I never would have accepted the gig. Walled City's the last place I want to go. But the old man rolled up a truckload of new yen and you gotta eat, right? Wu risks a glance at you. His weapon remains trained on the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays across his face. Okay. Interesting story. Seems like a good time to ramp down the threat of violence, don't you think? The troll flashes you a smile that's all tusks and no warmth. Okay, gang, I tell you what. He looks at his team and he slowly starts to load his weapon. We're all gonna put our guns down. Okay. Alright. Just... The snipers were waiting for them to put their guns down? Do we know where there are snipers? On the roofs? Rooftop combat would be something new. Nope. No idea where there are snipers. Oh, this is gonna be fun for the strictly melee character. I don't know where to go. Let's get behind some full cover. Hope the snipers are not behind us. That'd be great if they weren't. And let me see. Go to Duncan, get him behind some full cover. Yeah, you get right there. The sound of high-caliber rifle shots hangs in the air, and the red dots of laser sights sweep the area. Carter, the troll, and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. Okay. Sure, I'll go with that analogy. The orc girl screams from cover. Nightjar! Nightjar! Come on, big man, talk to me! Gutshot? No, no! She turns to the dwarf, her eyes wild with fear. Oh shit, this isn't good! A voice blares from a loudspeaker. This is the police! Lay down your weapons, put your hands behind your head, and come out where we can see you. Duncan Wu! Shen Ying! Come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds. Duncan crouches behind cover, his gaze locked on Carter's corpse. His voice comes out in a hoarse roar. Stand down, damn it! I'm law enforcement. Lone Star. Lone Star. He's driven deeper into cover by a hail of gunfire. The dwarf shakes her head at him. Her voice is flat. Save your breath. They won't listen. Use your eyes. These bastards aren't here to make arrests. A sniper shot hits the wall next to her head, showering her in an explosion of plaster. Okay. So... Nah. Probably this one. Stay down, Duncan. Are you hurt? Everyone pipe down. Just give me a minute. The rat girl stares at the ground intensely as if listening. Then her brow furrows, her eyes go beady, and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly. She snaps out of her trance. Okay, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everyone come with me. Everyone? We don't need rent-a-cops, Gobbit. We're the only ones. The little orc whips her head towards her friend. Their extra firepower is, I got us an exit, but we've got to get past the heat, and we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If nothing else, they can set up a few rounds for us. She turns to you, her pupils pinpricks of intensity. Just stick together and keep close. There's a door down the street that leads to a back alley. That's our exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind. Okay, so these are dragon lines. That's what these are. And is that an enemy? Yep. Oh, and that's his police motorcycle. Oh, and they have a blockade set up. That's horrifying. Yeah, though, I like this about the... Okay, I think... Hold on just a second. I want to make sure that I'm doing this right. I really don't want to be out there, so I guess I'm going to... That doesn't even provide cover? God, these motorcycles are junk. Oh well, up I go. But yeah, I like how these Shadowrun games tend to start with a lot of violence. Let me see. Nah, I need to get him up there into this full cover. Hopefully cars don't explode in this game. I'd be very upset if they did. I also wish I could control my movement, but I'll look into the options later to see if I can make it so that that works. Okay, and she is a shaman, because green means shaman magic. And she's got some machine gun with spray and pray. Okay, and she has Fetishes allow you to summon spirits that have a chance of breaking out of your control. I could also use that, but for now I'd rather huddle behind this ley line. I believe that gives shamans more magic, but I'm not sure in this game. And she's got a shotgun. Nope, a grenade launcher. Alright then. And she has a pistol. And she also has a proximity mine and no skills. Alright then. Yeah, I just need to get them into cover. Oh, and she can go into the Matrix. They finally have a chance to talk about that. Up you go. I am not putting you in harm's way, my friend, so let's end the turn. Oof. Oh god, they're behind us too. Alright, well. Let's hope I'm not getting super flanked from here. No. No. Come on, baby. Just all I need is a little respect. I was able to hit it one time. Oh, fine. I'll just beat her to death. Are you happy, game? Are you happy with what you made me do? And let's hit her one more time. So she's gonna take double bleed damage. But I need to heal at least one of my characters. First things first, though. That's not even cover. That's cute. But I need to move up there. Oh wait, yes it is. I'm just being flanked. Oh, and I need 2 points for burst fire, so I guess I'll just... No, shoot the lady. Okay. She has... Ah, darn, I can't see her health. Oh well. I don't remember what your name is, but run up here. Please kill her. Oh wait, actually, you have a heal, right? Oh, I like that. Because I get 10 HP out of that. I want you to go into the Matrix, because I want to explain how that works. Yeah, so you can go into the Matrix from these little semiconductor-looking access panels. And actually, I really need to take this shot on the off chance she doesn't die. Ow. Yeah, we're just pretending that guy doesn't exist, and okay, what's that up there? They have guards and what looks like drones, but I can't technically see them. Alright, now we'll go into the Matrix. Yep. It might be possible to use the network connection on this police motorcycle to do some damage to their local network. Okay, never mind. Not going into the Matrix. So, I will deactivate those drones then. The police drones power down. Okay, they still look very powered up to me, but what do I know? To this trash can, and hit that lady. I should have used the explosives weapon. No. I wish I could punch over these sandbags. I have no idea how that would work, but I wish it worked that way. This, on the other hand, I should be able to do. That's unfortunate. So you can do aim, haste, and aim. Oh, that's poison fog. Alright. So what I really want is for you to get up to this motorcycle area. I think that's no cover because she's being flanked by this guy. But I don't care about this guy. Please tell me I have a medkit. Okay, in that case, I will medkit myself. And then I will run up and punch this lady. Okay, yeah, that definitely would have killed her. Thank God the AI ran to the other side to shoot before moving. Oh god, they could summon fire spirits. Yeah, these guys are spirits. Oh my god, they have 1,000,000 action points. And what they do is they're really strong units, but every turn they get an increasingly high chance to go berserk and just do whatever they feel like doing. Yeah, I'm sort of regretting not taking martial training right now, but I'm just going to use Fist-Sensei to beat on this person and do a bunch of damage and kill them instantly. Alright. Hide behind this kiosk, then. Get the cover benefit from that. Yeah. I don't think Gobbet can control this spirit. I don't think she has that ability yet. Because I believe that was an ability that was available last game. I really want to get her in range to use her Poison Fog. Let me see if I'm in range already. Oh no, heavy cover is intervening. I probably won't be able to get it. No. Let me click out. Okay, that apparently worked. Let me... I thought I already used this. Yeah, I'm gonna assume I already used that. Get up here, see if I can blow this guy up. Or at least do a lot of damage. Okay, that's a lot of damage. That's what I asked for. How much health does Duncan have? Man, I wish I could see this. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna look in the menu. I have Karma, which I don't want to use. Oh, there it is. There's hit points. So let's see. He has 50 hit points. He also has 2 armor. Yeah, I'm willing to trust him getting behind that motorcycle. Which surprisingly didn't explode when a grenade hit it dead on. And I want you behind the phone booth so that I can flank and use Poison Fog next turn. Alright, that's just there. Okay, I feel like those drones are still very armed, but they don't seem to be doing anything. So I'll take it. Alright. Let's get you behind the police vehicle. And see if I can pull off... Oh, it requires 2 AP. That's understandable. So, shoot the Conjurer, definitely. You can run behind this. And let's see. Oh, Duncan has a flashbang. Which I might or might not be able to hit. I'm gonna try it. Oh, I missed. It's okay, I got one of them at least. If I have to access this again now that I've seen them being visible, I'm actually going to keep her here on the off chance that's true and just shoot a grenade. Okay, good shot. Good shot. And then I need an action to reload. Thank God that shotgun is wildly inaccurate. Thank God that acid glob is wildly inaccurate. They're just wildly inaccurate in general. Alright, Fist-Sensei, I believe in you. Punch this lady. So what is the end goal here? Get everyone out alive and get to the alley. Oh, that's where I need to go. Escape is over there. So those drones are deactivated, I believe. So I'm just gonna book it. Alright. Drones, you better not murder my main character. I'm gonna be so mad. Run. Run is... Be careful, or the man with the most inaccurate shotgun in the world will shoot you. Oh, I didn't even see those guys. Now, who do I need to get to the alley? Oh god. Oh god, I hope it's you. I hope it's you. Nope, I need to get everyone to the alley. Oh, this is bad. Medkit. Medkit. Medkit him. Okay. Your medkit works better for some reason, but I will take that. I will take that blessing. Run. Alright. At least they can't shoot me this turn. Okay, that still counts as cover. That sniper means business, stay in cover. I think Duncan's saying that. Oh well, I'm just gonna run away. Nope, not what I meant to do, but alright. That's something we have to get used to. There's no confirmation on that, so... Yeah, and you don't... I don't think you get karma for just, like, fighting. I don't think you get fight experience. I think you get mission experience. We'll see. The Rat Shaman guides you from the doorway on the street through an eternity of winding alleys, damp sub-basements, and empty buildings. Stumbling through the refuse and filth, you make your way into the sewers below Victoria Harbor. It reeks down here, but it's quiet. Cobbett stops, sniffs, and wipes her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rat squeaks softly in the folds of her clothing. The dwarf watches her silently for a moment, then moves closer and gently takes her hand. In the dim light of the sewer, you can see they're nearly the same age. No more than 20. 21 tops. I feel like you would recognize that they kind of need to grieve, and just open himself up to listening to that. She keeps her head down and tells it to the floor. The troll you were talking to is Nightjar. He was our friend. The elf was called Gutshot. Kind of an asshole, but I didn't need to see his head splattered everywhere like that. She inhales a cleansing breath. Nightjar was a good guy. Always had our backs. Isabel. I'm gonna assume that's Isabel. It's read as Isabel. Because I don't want to deal with some weird pronunciation around that. Isabel's and mine. Isabel nods in agreement. Her voice is flat. Rare to find a runner that you can actually trust. She looks to her friend. Are we clear? Gallet looks back the way you came. I think we've shaken them. She sniffs the air. Yeah, we're clear. Wu begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer water, creating echoes down the tunnel. You can feel the tension coming off of him in waves. This is bullshit. I'm done messing around in alleys and sewers. I'm done running from cops. He pokes a thumb in his chest and spits his anger forth in a raspy growl. For fuck's sake, I am a cop. We noticed. There was a Lone Star sergeant dead back there. Damn it. She was... Wu starts to choke up. He struggles against it, fighting to maintain control, but he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull it together, but he's raw, and he speaks again, his voice is seething and hoarse. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Hong Kong cops, but I'm calling in some Lone Star backup from home. I'm gonna get some of my own people down here. Then we're gonna find Raymond and figure out what the hell's going on. The little orc shrugs. Whatever you say, big guy. You have fun with that. She looks over at her friend. They both nod. Iz and I are out of here. Best of luck finding your friend. Okay. Let's see. Probably this. He's not our friend. He's our foster father. She looks straight at you. Her tone is flat. And he's probably a dead man. Sorry, but it's the truth. Wu isn't listening. You can see on his face that he's already written the orc girl off. He pulls his security-grade PDA from his holster on his left leg, raises it, and starts tapping the buttons with a meaty finger. The Lone Star logo on the back of the device looks shiny and official. He stops, confused, then taps it again harder. The red flashing image on the PDA reflects in his goggles. Really? His goggles are also pretty red, but okay. What the hell? I'm locked out of the network. He looks up at you. My law enforcement status has been revoked. He goes back to the screen. I don't believe it. This is saying there's an APB out on us, Shen. You and me both. Okay. Yeah, this one. I figured as much. You heard them on the loudspeaker. They knew our names. Wu glares at the wall, a storm raging across his face. Fucking hell. His hand clenches into a fist around his PDA. This just keeps getting worse. He leans forward as if to punch the wall, his knuckles rapping against it softly, a pantomime of barely constrained rage. Suddenly, he turns and slings his PDA at the far wall. It hits hard, bounces back, and clatters to the ground at his feet. He looks down at it, spent. That's one rough and tumble PDA to take a hit from an orc and just be like, yeah, whatever. The orc mouths an okay to herself, eyebrows raised. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Come on, Isabel, let's... She's cut off by a sudden smashing noise as her friend's boot comes crashing down on the PDA at Wu's feet. The dwarf looks at her own work unsatisfied and brings her boot down again and again until there's nothing left but a snarl of plastic housing, broken glass, and circuit board. Man, that thing was sturdy. That was a surprisingly sturdy PDA. I guess it lived up to the warranty if nothing else. She looks at Wu, her chest heaving, and points at the pile of scrap she's created. Police issue. They can trace you through that. She turns to you, hand out. Yours too. It's on the network. Let's see. We bury our own. I love this. Just, the PDA is my friend. It's been with me through all the rough times. I'm not gonna let some new person do the deed. I'll finish the job myself. But no, I like this one better. Well, there go all my free upgrade points. Isabel takes her PDA and repeats her boot stomping. There. She looks over at Gobbet, sighs, then reaches into her jacket pocket, pulling out 2 new PDAs. She hands them to you and Duncan. Burners. I suppose it's the least we could do after your help back there. Okay. This one. Thanks. Now what? Now we get out of the sewer and head our separate ways. Right, Is? Isabel isn't listening. She's staring open-mouthed at her own PDA, its bluish glow illuminating her horrified expression. Gobbet, we gotta go. Right now. Isabel's voice is monotone but emphatic. She holds up her PDA to show her friend. They're after us, too. Her screen displays a local newscast. Your own face stares back at you from the upper left corner of the screen. Oh my god, and it even has these distortions going through it. As if to simulate the fact that they're in a sewer and reception would probably be pretty bad down there. That's awesome. And in breaking news, just under an hour ago, Hong Kong Port authorities were involved in a firefight with members of a terrorist cell linked to the mainland city-state of Hainan. The battle left 3 terrorists dead, along with an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers. Your image winks out, replaced by a scowling image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from a long time ago, before Raymond. Our sources report that Seattle natives Duncan Wu and Shen Ying, along with their Hong Kong-based accomplices, are still at large. They are well armed and should be considered extremely dangerous. Low-res photographs of Gobbet and Isabel pop up on screen, replacing Duncan Wu. The color drains out of Gobbet's face. Oh shit. Kowloon officials report that the terrorist cell, known as the White Star, maintains ties to the state of Hainan, and it is purported to be receiving weapons and funding from anti-corporate groups in the UCAS, city-state of Seattle. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force's Special Duties Unit has been engaged to deal with the threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Crate of the Special Duties Unit, who will be making a statement. Behind the newscaster, a video window displays the location of your firefight in Victoria Harbor. The camera pans to Chief Inspector Crate. She is surrounded by a swarm of news reporters, but appears unfazed by the attention. She speaks with supreme confidence. We have yet to ascertain the motive for tonight's attack, but it was clearly a well-planned and coordinated effort. Crate sounds smooth, more like a corporate mouthpiece than a cop. In Shadowrun, they're kind of the same thing. We've already issued an APB along with a kill or capture order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I have instructed the Special Duties Unit to make this manhunt a top priority. She looks directly into the camera. If you should see one or more of these individuals, do not attempt to engage them. Instead, tap in the HKPF flash code at the bottom of the screen. If you are on an authorized network and take a picture, our system will automatically identify them in your data stream. Decker switches off the newscast and clips her PA back onto her belt. For a moment, there's no sound but the roar of sewer water rushing through the pipes. Gallet bends over, hands on her knees, sucking wind. Her rats scurry for a new position. I love how her rats are tied to her emotional state. That seems like it's going to be fun. I thought we were fucked before. Wu's voice is eerily calm. But now we are well and truly fucked. Yep, this one. We'll deal with it, Duncan. We always do. Wu's mouth tightens. Not this time, Shen. He begins stalking back and forth, a panther in a cage. They've labeled us terrorists, and there's an APB out on us. I've heard this kind of announcement before. I know what comes with it. It doesn't matter if we have nothing to do with that whatever city-state. They're gonna hunt us down. It's open season. I believe... No, Seattle was not the last location of this game. I believe the last location was somewhere in Germany. Never mind. Isabel nudges the remains of Wu's PDA with her booted toe, and the 2 of us will be hunted down right alongside you. Gobbets wide-eyes the exits, tight as a spring. You can hear shallow panting as she leans towards one, then the other. We gotta go deep, hit the mainland for a while until we can figure this out. Find a hole to crawl into. Gobbet looks at Isabel, wipes her mouth, and points at you and Duncan. We gotta get them off the grid too. Way off. The dwarf looks up at Duncan, and her large eyes narrow. Hey, Lone Star. You got a security license, right? That means you got a sin, too. Wu's brow furrows. Of course I have a sin. I wouldn't be able to get paid otherwise. Only criminals and lowlifes go sinless. She runs her hands along her cyberdeck, thinking. That means that you can be traced, both of you. You get spotted by a drone or security camera, get ID'd by a retinal scanner, or try to use your cred stick or passport, and the HKPF will know just where to find you. I would not have put Fist-Sensei as a Shadowrunner, but it's unfortunate that I'm missing out on this opportunity. Wu crossed his arm across his chest. I know how the system identification number works, runner. Yeah, it's very clear that, like, it's us against the world right now. At least until we're somewhere that's not Hong Kong. Leave her alone, Duncan. We're all in this together. Gobbet pulls at her dreadlocks. We're just as screwed as you are. Me and Iz, we're listed as your accomplices. And we can't afford for you to get caught. You'll lead them to us, one way or another. DNA samples, things we told you, astral residue, I don't know. Cop stuff. Yeah, all the cops I've known have just been like, alright, first thing we do is we check the astral residue. The little Decker looks up from you to Wu, eyes narrowed, sizing you up. You can see her make a slight decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned. We need to get your sins burned, delete you from the record books. All of them. All of them? Whoa, wait a minute. You want us to just erase our identities? Wu rubs a hand across his scalp. Beyond the fact that it's insane, will that even work? If we burn our sins, go off the grid like that, won't they just redouble their efforts to find us? Condescension sweeps its way into Isabel's dry tone. Imagine playing a game of hide-and-seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you rather try to hide with the siren, or with the siren conspicuously absent? That's bullshit. I'm gonna find a way to smuggle myself back to Seattle. This one. Let's just get on with it. What do we have to do? Gobbet's voice drops. We gotta ask for help. There's only one person we know who has the kind of pull it takes to burn a sin and hide us from the cops. Kindly Cheng. Who's Kindly Cheng? Some sort of super decker? No, Kindly's no decker. She's what's known as a straw sandal. Kind of a middle manager for the Yellow Lotus Syndicate. Their triad. Kindly Cheng controls all the illegal activity in her neighborhood. Smuggling, bootlegging, counterfeiting. Middle manager? Is the Yellow Lotus a syndicate or a retail outlet? Nah. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like, just go with the flow. Gobbet leans in, serious as death. Do not get the wrong impression. Kindly Cheng is no bureaucrat. She controls a good-sized portion of Kowloon's underworld. She has soldiers, resources, she's smart. And she is not to be underestimated. Isabel's voice is hollow and flat. Has it ever been anything else? Like, I feel like every time her voice is described, it is some degree of emotionless. Taking favors from a woman like Kindly Cheng is a good way to get yourself into indentured servitude. You don't want to owe favors to a woman like that. Her eyes get big, round. Ideally, you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Nightjar's job. Nightjar's job? You mean you work with her? What did we just tell you? She's got her fingers in everything, including brokering Shadowruns for the cores. Kindly Cheng is our fixer. Gobbet tries to make her voice light, confident. Just stay on her good side and you'll have nothing to worry about. Now let's get this done before one of you trips the APB and brings all hell down upon us. Alright. So, this episode's running pretty long, so I think I'm going to cut it here. Next time, we're going to go see Kindly Cheng, and I'm sure it's going to be real terrifying and full of threats that aren't actually threats. But until then, I do want to leave with something in particular. I just want people to let me know in the comments. Is my reading this doing anything for you? Would you rather I didn't read it? Would you rather I didn't read the expressions of voices like, oh, her speaking is monotone, or this guy leaned over and looked at that thing? Would you rather I did just the voices and the effects? Nothing at all? Let me know. I want to make sure that you're enjoying this game as much as I am, because, make no mistake, I'm enjoying this game. The stakes are already raised. We're starting to get to know the characters a little. This is looking like it's going to be a lot of fun. And through it all, Fist-Sensei, who is apparently still wounded, will be there to hopefully guide this team through it and prevent disaster. Alright. So, that being said, please leave a like. It would be much appreciated. And thank you for watching. I will see you next time.